Welcome back to our Valentine's Day event, Star Fam. I'm here still in Jarlheim because Catherine still needs our help. I wanted to mention that last time I did not realize until I was editing my video that the heart box of chocolates that we received was actually a saddlebag accessory. So I stuck it in the saddlebag so you guys could check it out. There it is. I'm pointing. You can't see that I'm pointing, but I am. It looks adorable still, though, I have to say. The bears are my favorite. Look how cute they are. I like the new style where you can see the stitching. It's so cute. Okay, let's head over and talk to Catherine. Catherine, she's still in a baking frenzy. I don't get it. How can someone think that these pastries have got nothing to do with Valentine's Day? The taste of... They're right. They taste lovely, but they don't exactly make you think of Valentine's Day. I've got an idea, though. If we were to add some tasty berries to the cakes, they'd be absolutely fantastic. What kind of berry should we have? You know what? When I was out on my walk earlier, I don't remember exactly whether I should have been going anywhere in particular. I think I was just out on a walk. You know, sometimes it's just so nice to simply get out and about. It was that kind of a lovely day. The sun was shining, the birds were chirping in the trees, and I really genuinely wonder whether people can eventually learn to tell the difference between all the different kinds of bird song. Like which bird makes each special sound, and in what way do they make it? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting carried away again. Anyway, I noticed that there were these berries growing in Greendale, and not just any old berries. Nope. Norwegian blueberries, no less. Norwegian blueberries are so delicious. They just so happen to be exactly the same color as the dress I wore on my very first date. Oh no, here we go. That was truly a day so good that it was almost as though it had been plucked directly from my dreams. We had fruits and berries for dessert. Blueberries! Yes. Would you be able to ride to Greendale and gather some Norwegian blueberries for me so that I can use them in my baking? Thanks so much. I really must carry on with the baking. Now, what have I done with my whisk? Now, since Valentine's Day is so closely connected with the color red, I expect my baking should include something red. Wild strawberries would go perfectly, don't you think? They're delicious. There are Norwegian wild strawberries growing in Greendale, and they're amongst the tastiest I've ever eaten. Norwegian wild strawberries. I'll say only one word. Yum. I'll just think wild strawberries and ice cream, or just regular cream on a lovely summer's day at the beach, or wild strawberries dipped in chocolate. I got a chocolate fountain as a gift a while back. Did I ever tell you about it? Bring it on out, Catherine. Put it out for everyone to enjoy on Valentine's Day. It's truly a memory I'll take with me to my deathbed. Chocolate everywhere. Mia gave it to me, and she'd also bought a whole heap of chocolate. Mia, Nova, her name was Mia. Sorry. You didn't ask what she was called. Sorry, I'm babbling again. I'm sorry, but thanks for stopping me, Nova. Where was I? The baking. Wild strawberries we need. You're baking wild strawberries. If you get them, What am I doing? Oh, I need to bake. Yes, right. Where's my apron? Hurry. I think the saddest part is she's wearing her apron, no? The black part? Maybe I'm wrong. Let's go in search of berries. Okay, we're in the woods. Oh. Ooh, blueberries. Which usually grow on bushes, though. I guess Norwegian blueberries grow on, little tiny plants. Ooh, strawberries. Yay, dragon ice is gonna change. We'll see how good the blue looks with the pink. Not bad, actually. I like it. Berries acquired, Catherine. Oh, how lovely, Nova. You found blueberries. Yummy. I'll have to be careful not to eat them all before I've used them in the pastries. Just look at these beautiful wild strawberries you found. They'll be just fantastic in my pastries. Now she needs us to do a little bit more. Oh, help! The time is just slipping through my hands. Oh gosh, I'll never get these cakes done in time. This new recipe I just tasted is even more complicated than I thought it would be. Oh, I'll never get it finished. I'll have a full-on panic attack in a minute, Nova. Could you run out and get some more of the ingredients for me? I just can't tear myself away from the baking. You should see the state of my kitchen. It's chaos. If you could get some more milk, eggs, and berries for me, I'd be ever so grateful. Could you do that? Of course we can. We'll fetch the milk. We'll fetch the eggs. And berries. So, despite helping Catherine out some more today, she still wasn't ready with those baked goods, so it's time to visit Donald the tailor here in Silverglade and see what kind of help he needs instead. Donald, fill us in. What's going on? Hello, Nova. How's everything with you? Have you heard the excitement all around the village? Everyone thinks it's exciting and fun now that Valentine's Day is here. I would have thought so too, but I'm so too stressed to enjoy it. Uh-oh. It's nice of you to ask, but I'm not sure there's anything that you'd be able to do to help me, Nova. I've had a huge number of orders since we're approaching the big day. People want special clothes for their dates, or plushy hearts to give each other as gifts, which all means I'm up to my eyes in work, which, you know, he's not very tall. Everything was supposed to be just perfect. I'd made a list of all the addresses, nice and organized, and I'd written up all the customers' names and addresses. Then I'd written on another piece of paper a note to say who had ordered what from me. But apparently that was all completely pointless. After breakfast this morning, I took a nice walk around Steve's farm. I thought it'd be nice to get some fresh air before starting work, but when I got home, my list of customer details and my note with all the orders was nowhere to be found. Did I take them with me on my walk? No, I don't think so. You say you'll take a quick ride around the farm and see if you can find them? Not sure you'll find anything, but how kind of you to try. Oh, Donald, we'll take a peek for you. Remember that time we had to look for a needle in a haystack for Donald? At least this isn't that bad. What's this? Oh, searching. Something tells me we're not going to find anything. You find an order form that could belong to Donald. Nice, I really didn't think we were going to find anything. You say you found something? Can I take a look? My order details. Did you find my notes as well? Oh, bad news there, buddy. I always say never hope for too much. It was good that you found all the customer details, but I don't suppose it's much use without the list of who's ordered what. All I know now is who's placed an order, but not what they ordered. I'm sorry, what'd you say, Nova? You said you'll ride out and ask all the customers what they ordered? Oh, thank you very much. How lovely that you want to do that. I don't imagine any of them will be home, or even if they are, they'll be angry that we're asking them what they ordered. They'll probably refuse to answer. You're right, though, Nova. Ride off and ask. It can't hurt. Here, you can borrow my notebook and pen so you can write down their orders. In any other place, I'd probably agree with you, Donald, but this is Jorvik, and everybody's pretty nice. So, if we go out and find these folks and ask what they're looking for, I bet they'll be happy to tell us. Look, the councilman, of course he'll tell us. Oh, use pen and paper. My order? Oh, of course, I ordered... ... I want to know what he ordered. And who is he ordering it for? Who do you guys think the councilman is ordering something for? I bet you it's a fun Valentine's tie for himself. That's my guess. Oh, Felix. What's Felix ordering? Oh, I thought maybe Lance would be ordering something for Mary, but I guess not. Harold's ordering something. Cool. All right, one more. Who else ordered something? Steve, maybe. It looks like Steve. Cool. I wonder what Steve ordered. Maybe something for that girl that stands over there. That would be nice, wouldn't it? He ordered her a plushy heart or something. Adorable. Not a problem, Donald. Everyone was happy to oblige. Oh my, thanks ever so much. You got them all? I'll never have believed it. Typical. Sorry, Nova, but I'm just so tired of all of this. Now I'm just going to go hide and hibernate until Easter. My wool has run out. None left. No wool, no work. How can I do my job without having the materials I need to work with? I should go to Landon and ask him for some wool, but that'd take at least a whole day. Even if I survived the trek to his place, it'd be with sprained ankles or broken ribs, or even at that, I just don't have the time. If I'm to get any of this finished, I need to get to work right away. What? You'll ride? What work? You have no wool, you just said. Donald. You'll ride to Landon and get wool for me? Are you serious? Oh, thank you so much. Maybe there's a light at the end of the tunnel after all. Do you know where he is? He's out there with his sheep by the windmill in Everwin Fields. There he is. Landon. Our friend. Oh, he's gonna get to see the magic horse. Dragon Ice is about to change Landon. Check it out. Boom! What do you think? Good day to you, Nova. How's life? Oh gosh, I'm sick with worry. I have this pain like a stone in my stomach. I'm so worried. You haven't seen Juan, have you? I don't know how long Juan's been gone. He's always such a good boy and usually hops and plays around quite nicely here in the meadow with the other sheep. But today I just noticed that I suddenly couldn't see him anywhere. I can't leave the other sheep here alone, otherwise I'd already have run off to look for him. That said, I don't dare to leave this spot either. What if Juan's lost and looking for home? I have to stay here in case he's trying to find me. Imagine if the poor little thing found his way back and I wasn't even here. Thank you, Nova. It would mean a lot if you were to ride out and look for Juan. He can't have gone far, not with those tiny little hooves. If you find Juan, please bring him back with you. Alright, searching for Juan! Look out, bunnies! We're on a mission to find a lost little sheep. Is that him? There he is, right there. ¿Cómo estás, Juan? You pat and stroke Juan, who is now very happy indeed, and starts to head home. Really, really slowly. Come on, Juan. Pick up. Andale. Andale, andale. Dragon Ice and Juan. Oh, Dragon Ice! Don't crush Juan! Oh. He stopped. I guess we have to keep patting him along the way to keep him relaxed. We're kind of going at a weird angle there, Juan, but okay. Alright, he's back. Here you go, Landon. Reunited with Juan. Juan, my darling little Juan, don't you frighten me like that again. You found him. How can I ever thank you? Of course you can have some wool for Donald. Me and Juan will be forever grateful to you. Here, borrow my shearing clippers so you can shear the sheep. It's really easy to use and is designed not to hurt the sheep, so you don't need to worry about that. Is this something we can do on horseback? No. No, it's not. Here, little sheep. Shearing sheep. Nice. How did it go shearing the sheep? Did they behave? Oh. You don't even need to say thanks for borrowing the clippers. Of course you can use them whenever you need them since you helped me so much. Take the wool now and give it to Donald so he can keep working. I guess he's got plenty to do just now, so if he's stressed, it'll be very good. It will be with good reason. He's a great tailor, the best in Silverglade, but I've never met a bigger pessimist. He has some brighter moments, but if it's not one thing with him, it's another. Off you go before he starts to get worried about you. Oh no, he's probably thought we've met certain doom. It's you. I was almost getting worried. I started to think you'd galloped off, got lost, and maybe fallen, or who knows what else could have happened. Oh, you have wool with you. Great that you went out to get it for me, even though it doesn't feel like it'll be enough. Oh. You're not going to believe me. Who could be more unlucky? First the orders disappear, then the wool runs out, and now I realize that I don't have any dye in stock. One of the colors I'm out of is purple. The only place I know to get a hold of purple dye is from the Baroness at the vineyard. She makes the dye from red wine grapes. Even if she's got dye for me, however will I manage to get over there and back in time to carry on working? It's even further away than Landon and his sheep. I'm not far away from just giving up, Nova. It's not looking like it'll be a happy Valentine's Day for me. You'll go? Are you sure? Just have to hope she's got some in stock, but thanks, Nova. Ride to the vineyard and ask the Baroness about dye. I've run out of yellow dye as well. What are the chances that my stock of 2 colors runs out at exactly the same time? What's more, if you thought you had a long way to get purple dye, you'll fall off your horse when I tell you where I get my yellow dye from. Of course, it's nowhere near as easy as just popping out to the store and getting some yellow dye. I tried that once and it was a total disaster. The only dye that seems to work for me is a special kind made by Mrs. Holdsworth from Plant Nectar. And guess where she lives? That's right over by Moreland Stables. It'd take about a week for me to go all the way there, especially in my condition. Maybe it'd take even longer since I'd probably break at least one bone on the journey and sprain both my ankles. I'll probably forget to bring any water, get sunstroke, and the whole thing would finish up with me not getting there and not getting any dye. I don't understand. You want to help me with this as well? Thanks, I suppose. It's lovely of you to help. I'm just surprised you can be bothered. We're not busy for Valentine's, don't worry. Ride nice and carefully to Mrs. Holdsworth and ask her for some yellow dye. Sure thing. So we'll head over to the winery. We'll grab purple dye. And then we'll head to Moorland and get yellow. That's cool. Oh, Madam Baroness. We have a dye emergency. Hello there, dear Nova. What a lovely day we're having. Donald sent you here, you say? I take it Donald wants purple dye. It's quite correct that I do indeed have purple dye, and if you just wait here, I can see it, that someone fetches a jar of it for you. Whilst you're here, do you think perhaps one might ask a favor of you? I would expect nothing else. I need help with the harvest of my special Valentine's grapes. It's a very special variety that can only be harvested at this time of year. And they're the grapes I use in my famous Valentine's wine. There are people who believe that the wine is magical, and those who drink from it will find their soulmate. But I think it's just silly old stories, nothing to believe in. Once you've harvested the grapes, you can return to me with them. Gladly. That sounds exciting. Oh, it's a grab and run, grab and run! It was very sweet of you to help me with this. Thank you so much. Here's the dye you were asking for. It's the most beautiful purple color you could ever come across in Jorvik. If you need more purple dye, just come back, dearest. Right back to Silverglade Village now with the dye for Donald. Wishing you a lovely day. Thank you, but we have a stop in Moorland first with Mrs. Holdsworth. Good day, Mrs. Holdsworth. You seem busy. Good day, Nova Yellow Dye. I'm sure that can be arranged. Donald sent you, you say? The poor fellow. I really feel sorry for him when you tell him what's going on with him. What? Donald sent you, you say? That poor fellow. I really feel sorry for him when you tell me what's going on. Of course I'll send you away with some dye to help him. I'm sure I have a can or a jar with some yellow dye, and it's somewhere around here. I'd much rather not send you away with that, as it's always good to have some spare at home, you see. If you'd like, you could help me make a new batch of yellow dye that you could take to Donald. I make the dye from the nectar of regular dandelions, so it would be lovely if you could ride around and pick up, say, 12 dandelions for me. If you do that, then I'll try to find the dye I've already made, if I can just remember where to find it. Dandelions seem to grow really quite freely all around here, so you shouldn't have any trouble finding 12. No, probably not. Mrs. Holdsworth and her dandelions. She uses those for everything. Oh, wow, wonderful, Nova. Thanks for collecting these dandelions for me. Here you go. I found the dye in the end. It seems I had it up on a shelf amongst all the jam. Here's the yellow dye. Now I'm going to mix together some new yellow dye so that I have it in stock. You never know with that Donald. Sure as eggs is eggs, he'll need more. Well, he is a tailor, so yeah. The Baroness had some dye? Fantastic. Maybe it'll be a happy Valentine's Day after all, in spite of everything. Now I'll start dyeing. Doesn't sound good, Donald. You managed to get a hold of yellow dye? Oh, that's not much. Will this even be enough? Uh-oh. It looks like he needs some more of everything. You can get more wool and dye for me each day, which you can then bring back to me. Hopefully then I'll manage to get everything finished sometime. Landon has the wool. You can find purple dye with the Baroness, and Mrs. Holdsworth has yellow dye. We'll do those chores every day for Donald, but I also wanted to come over here and go over the Wild Bobcat race with you guys because it's been changed a little bit. So let's check it out. It's been a little bit shortened to make it easier for beginners because this is one of the first races that you do in the game. So things have been cleaned up a little bit, and I think the track's been shortened. Similar to the Cavaletti, if you check that area out in Moorland, a lot of the debris, not debris, but the items in the area have been cleaned up. Just to make it a bit easier to navigate. I think a lot of people are excited to try out the new Wild Bobcat Track. Oh, so now we cut through here instead of going all the way around. That's a little bit easier for beginners, new players. Still through the abandoned farm, that's awesome. This spot here was always a little tricky too. Looks to be a bit smoother now. Excellent. I like it. It's a little shorter, not by too much. Thanks for joining me on another Valentine's event adventure. It was a lot of fun. I hope you guys like the new Wild Bobcat Track race. I certainly do. I think it's cool. And I've had a lot of fun doing the Valentine's stuff. So Catherine and Donald need repeated things done, so I'll check in with them and get Donald some more dye and Catherine some more ingredients so we can progress with those as well. But thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you're being kind to each other. It is a Valentine's Day event after all. I'll see you next time. Bye!